Vinyl community, what is going on? So, thought I would jump on. Initially, I didn't think I was gonna have time to do one, but I'm gonna do a jazz vinyl tag. So, 2021, something new. Tunes from the Man Cave. Chris came up with a nice little list. Been seeing a couple guys do it, and yeah, I want to get on and show my support. Chris is a great dude. Great collection. I don't know. Seems like we used to talk more back in the day, but you know, seems like a good dude. And if I ever come out to North Carolina, I'd definitely do some digging with you out there. So, anyways, let's get right into it. He came up with 21 questions. You know, obviously jazz records in your collection. So we'll just get going. Album that got you into jazz. Shown it before. Horace Silver. 6 Pieces of Silver. It's an original on the Lexington label. I heard this driving to work one night about 5 years ago on the local jazz college station here, and I knew I just had to have it. It was just incredible, and that's what kind of catapulted me into this jazz genre that you know, you see in a lot of my videos now. So definitely give this all the credit in the world. Donald Byrd, Hank Mobley, Horace Silver, Doug Watkins, and Louis Hayes. It's just an incredible record. I really don't spin it as much as I should, you know, with new stuff always coming in, but that's definitely one that I love. First jazz album you bought. So that was the album that really got me into jazz, but I already had a couple records in my collection from, you know, Goodwill Hunting when we lived in Arizona. And this was one of them that, you know, I bought really early on in collecting when I just had, you know, 100 records. I had this album in my collection, and I got it at a local Goodwill. So this is Chet Baker, Jazz at Ann Arbor. This is on the red vinyl. It's kind of cool for back in the day, they had red vinyl, but yeah, nice live session from Ann Arbor, Michigan. You know, just typical Chet Baker, West Coast sound. Really nice. You know, got this for $1. Goodwill. This was early on. It's probably 7-8 years ago or something like that, but I don't think I'd find this at Goodwill anymore. It seems like they've all dried up. Maybe not. Maybe not in your area, but record you own on Blue Note. You know, another one I've shown quite a bit. My best Blue Note score I've ever had. The amazing Bud Powell. A little damage up here. But record plays great. First mono press. West 63rd. Yeah, just a nice trio from Mr. Bud Powell. Not bad for $1 at an antique market here in Dallas, which, I mean, I never find Blue Notes here in Dallas, so that was a welcome addition. Bud Powell, Paul Chambers, and Art Taylor. A very lovely trio. I love piano jazz, so yeah, this was a nice find. A record you own on Prestige. One I don't see shown quite a bit is Miles Davis Quartet. Just the album is called Miles. Original on 446 West 50th Street. Miles Davis, John Coltrane, Red Garland, Paul Chambers, and Philly Joe Jones. Still got to work on getting this tape off, but the record itself is fantastic. You know, I got lucky on eBay a long time ago with this, so not a Miles record I see shown that often. Record you own on Impulse, one of my favorites on Impulse, by the man who built Impulse, Duke Ellington, well, John Coltrane, but this album is Duke Ellington and John Coltrane. One that I didn't think I would like as much as I did. You know, I'm a semi-Duke Ellington fan, as I'm listening to Big Band in the background, Thelonious Monk. But, you know, I'm a semi-big band fan. A lot of Duke Ellington stuff is kind of big bandy. But this album and, you know, Money Jungle, he's just going to town. I mean, you wouldn't even think this is Duke Ellington. Just a really great record. The two geniuses right there. I mean, just a really nice record. Record you own on Riverside. So this is my favorite Riverside that I own. Everybody digs Bill Evans, first mono press. Just a terrific record by him. You know, obviously Bill Evans, Sam Jones, Philly Joe Jones. He's got some nice piano solos in here. One of his best, I think. Obviously his live session at Village Vanguard is one I'm still looking for, but yeah. There's a record on Impulse. Or Riverside, I'm sorry. Record you own on Contemporary. Yeah, I actually been getting into Contemporary quite a bit. This is one I picked up a while back for stereo press. Sonny Rollins and the Contemporary Leaders. Always a fan of Sonny. Not the yellow label, it is the like the black label for stereo. Sonny Rollins, Hampton Hawes, Barney Kessel, Leroy Vinegar, and Shelly Manne. So just a really nice, you know, staple of contemporary artists, which is pretty much what the title says. So very nice contemporary record. Sonny's great. Can never have enough Sonny Rollins in your collection. Record you own on a subsidiary small label. So I got an album, it's probably been 3 or 4 years now on eBay, and the guy just threw this in. I'd never heard of it, and the label's peeling off, but it's actually a pretty decent record. This is Tom Kennedy, On His Way, on the Golden Crest label. Never seen that label before. You see the label's like needs to be glued back on. Obviously I don't play this very much, so I looked him up. He's actually from the like the Boston area. I think this is, he put this out in a 7-inch out. But yeah, not very many records from Mr. Tom Kennedy, but it's very much just a straight ahead bop album. But it's okay. But I think it's just kind of neat because I've never seen an album on that Golden Crest before. I'm sure there is others, but I personally haven't seen one. So, record you, excuse me, record you own, not many know about, but should. I showed this one, I don't know, a couple months ago. But I mean, it's just a terrific jazz album. I still have yet to see anybody show it. This is Chris McCarthy, Still Time to Quit. I originally bought it for this guy right here, Takuya Kuroda, who I'm just a ginormous fan of. But the whole album is great. You know, Chris McCarthy, all his original arrangements on here, plays piano. Just a really nice, you know, current jazz record that I think everybody should check out. I mean, it's really, really nice. Favorite record, or favorite jazz record you bought in 2020? It was my top album of 2020, Nubia Garcia, Source. She is just tremendous out of the UK. Definitely give this a chance if you have not already. Favorite record in an artist's discography. So I mentioned him just a little bit ago on Contemporary. That's what he was known for, but he made 1 or 2 albums on Impulse. But this is my favorite Shelly Manne record. I have a lot of his records he did with Hampton Hawes and stuff like that, but this is my favorite, and it was on Impulse. This is 234. Just a really, really great record. Let's see here, 1965 or something, I think. But definitely give it a chance. Shelly Manne on drums. Favorite record bought at a brick and mortar store. Unfortunately, out here in Dallas, a lot of jazz just isn't in the stores. It's unfortunate, but you know, every once in a while I score. This one was found at a, you know, he's got a booth at an antique mall, so it's kind of like his store. But this is Joan Henderson and Alice Coltrane, The Elements. This is a promo copy. Really nice record. Joe Henderson, anything I buy from him is just, I mean, anything I see I buy, because it's all going to be good. Especially his milestone stuff, you know, it's kind of hard to find. Even, I think, more than his Blue Note stuff, to be honest. But really nice. Records you bought online. Several records I bought online, obviously. Like I said, there's no jazz here. This is John Coltrane Blue Train. This is the Analog Productions 45 RPM. I have an original stereo press, but you know, it's probably VG, which is all I could afford for an original. So I had to pick up a just super killer copy. It sounds just amazing. I don't even need to go to detail on this, but you know, Analog Productions, these are hard to find now too. With the Tone Poet series and the Classic series now, I don't know if they'll ever repress those, so I'm glad I got it when I did. Record a friend found for you or gifted you. Another one on the Milestone label. Bill over at the Vinylverse sent me this, some VCLT, which was much appreciated. McCoy Tyner, Enlightenment. Nice double album on the Milestone label. Actually, you know, it's up there for one of my favorite Tyner albums. It's really nice. Azer Lawrence, Johnny Booth, and Alphonse Mouzon. So, thank you, Bill, once again. A jazz box set. I was never going to buy this, but I put in an extremely lowball offer. I mean, half of what these things sell for on eBay, and they accepted it. There's a person that this is the only vinyl record they had on eBay, and I think they just wanted to get rid of it. So this is Wayne Shorter's last album, Imanin. Won a couple Grammys. Just a really hefty box set, triple album with a nice book here. Very different. Each album, you know, is different than the other one. One's, you know, kind of orchestral, a little spacey at times. You know, not what you expect from Wayne Shorter, but you know, it's definitely a good listen. So, if you ever get a chance to, you know, for a while, the only way you could buy it, they didn't even have MP3s. I don't know if they changed that or not, but the only way you could get this was to buy a physical copy. So, I don't know if they changed that or not, but. A jazz 10-inch or 7-inch. So I'll go with pretty much my oldest, or one of my oldest jazz 10 inches. This is the Miles Davis Quartet on the red Fireworks label, Prestige. Yeah, it's just a really, really cool record. Miles Davis, Horace Silver, Percy Heath, and Art Blakey. I don't play 10 inches enough, but I really should, because this is up there. It's pretty damn cool. Most recent jazz score. So this literally came in yesterday, and I just listened to it, and it's incredible. If you have not listened to this yet, I suggest you do, because I mean, I'll talk about it in detail in one of my Vinyl Finds videos, but this is Floating Promises for Earl Sanders and the London Symphony Orchestra. His newest one, Promises, pretty cool, you know, die cut cover. Just a really nice album with the London Symphony Orchestra. Check it out. This is the last thing that came in, so still needs to be clean, but I couldn't wait. I had to listen to it. Jazz record you hope to find in 2021. Nathan Davis, as you know, watch my channel, one of my favorite jazz musicians. I'd really like to find his first album, Happy Girl. It came out in like 1965 or something like that, when he was over in Europe. I think it came out in Germany on the Saba label. I never see him. I hardly ever see him pop up online. And when they do, they're obviously spendy. So if anyone's got one out there and wants to sell me, let me know. Jazz record you own that you want to upgrade in 2021. This is a beat copy. This is Bobby Timmons. This here is Bobby Timmons. Love Bobby Timmons. It's a Riverside. It's the first mono press, but it's probably a G plus, VG minus. And then check this out. So, there's the cover. And I don't know if you can see under, but now, so the cover, the back cover was taped incorrectly to this, so it's just a crappy copy. I got it on eBay. I knew what it was. I was hoping for it to be better, so I didn't send it back. It was my fault. I bought it knowing. But Bobby Timmons, Sam Jones, Jimmy Cobb. The album itself is terrific. It still plays through okay, but I'd really like to find a nicer copy of that. So. A free jazz record, as you know, watch my channel. I'm really starting to get into the free jazz a lot more, over the last year and a half. And I got this one, John Cage meets Sun Ra, which is just, takes a lot to listen to this. This is the original on the Blue Meltdown label. It takes, if you're just starting out free jazz, do not get this record. Do not. It will trip you out. So, there you go. And last but certainly not least, a Desert Island Jazz album. I probably have side roll, but I would think that they always kind of rotate, you know what I mean? So, I really can't imagine this record not being in my Desert Island picks ever. It's a record everybody knows and loves. This is Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. Original mono, 47 West 63rd. It really needs no introduction, does it? What can I say? It's just one of the best of all time. I know this record personally has gotten a lot of people into jazz, so it's just awesome. So I have a 45 RPM from Analog Productions of that as well, which sounds just incredible. So, all right. Made it through the list. Chris, thanks for putting this together. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll catch you next time on a Vinyl Finds video. I'm kind of putting together some other stuff too that I want to, make videos. I'm just trying to find the time. So as summer comes, I get less and less time with the kids out of school and stuff. So it is what it is. So talk to you guys later.